At the southern tip of the Chesapeake Bay, EA Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you. And, Charles, we look at this Virginia Beach team entering this game. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. You've told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
And he rifles one incomplete. So what an exciting time here in this great American city. When you looked at the most likely places for a relocated team to move to, thought about London, Mexico City, maybe St. Louis, San Diego, but no, the decision was made. This is the place this ownership group wanted to move. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Murray now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Hendrickson providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the catch made by Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run here with Brooks. The solid stiff arm. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Throwing is Hurts. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give to ETN running right. And he is going to lose yardage. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. DeForest Buckner, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
2nd and 6. Once again, it's Brooks. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time. And
that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
In motion goes the tight end. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing now is Murray. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Etienne up the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Shakir hauls it in. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Straight ahead, Etienne. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Etienne once more. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Motion man is Shakir. And they'll run with ETN. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Now they send a man in motion right. One more time with ETN. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Murray going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyler Murray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dreadnaughts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is now 17-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Now, here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Murray now. Staying on his feet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And this one's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
That's going to be caught by Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Slot man moves right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. He'll drop to throw. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, Catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steamers offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Now Etienne to start the drive. Breaks through the contact. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8. On the counter, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. In motion left, Godwin. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. A handoff for Etienne. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Azeez Ojulari, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you'd have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Daniel Jones, 25 yards. And the Steamers have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A 10-play drive that time. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. To throw is Murray. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. In motion comes the tight end left. Out of the gun, here's Murray. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. They'll run with ETN. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 67 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Murray, strong running. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle. Now 2nd and 5. Another tote for ETN. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Will McDonald able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dreadnaughts offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. On play action, it's Murray. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 6 now. To throw, it's Murray. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Murray going to throw. Has his man. It's Shakir. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Murray to air it out again. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. And he is inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Murray now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Motion man is Shakir. Etienne with it. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7. 1:55 remaining. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Now Jones.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Gets this to Moore. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. He'll get this complete to Worthy. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Virginia Beach, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Memphis, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.